bring to you Jourdan Lewis. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
We're doing really well. How about yourself?
Doing amazing.
Hey, Jourdan, Mike's back at the studio in Dallas right now, but he recently informed us that whenever a team baseball is being autographed, and thank you for autographing our charity ball here, whenever a team baseball is being autographed, you got to save the sweet spot for coach. The manager puts it on there. How do you guys just sign wherever? Do y'all just pick whatever's open?
Whatever is open. Honestly, I've never heard of that rule. That was crazy. Yeah, hopefully I can get that. Yeah, right in the middle.
Right there in the sweet.
Man.
Oh, I didn't even know. Just kind of like
You're gonna get McCarthy. He's gonna be like, "What the hell, Jourdan?"
I'm sorry.
Actually, it was during spring training. We had a ball like this, a baseball for the team, and Josh Young, he had signed the sweet spot, and Bochy looked at it, and he just kind of looked at me, and I was like, I don't know, I don't know what you need to do there. So that's the way that rocked.
Yeah, I'm going to start signing on the sides now.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, if nothing else, hopefully we have taught you something from that, because I know you will give us lots of information. I guess starting with how much fun is it to know that or feel like you've gotten inside the head of one of your opponents? Maybe it's their body language. Maybe it's somebody talking back that normally wouldn't talk back. Like, how much fun is that moment where you're like, got him?
Oh, it's amazing because, it's a game within a game, and you see that you've won that game. It's definitely a pride, and, hopefully we can get them out of their game plan a little bit and get them some, divert some attention on, some of my antics. So I'm glad some of it worked a little bit.
I like that you described it as antics. It feels is there anything you've ever reflected on and you're like, man, that worked, but that was kind of ridiculous? Like,
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you care to give us an
cannot do that.
Okay. It's a family show. I appreciate that.
Now, one of the things, we had a pretty serious discussion about the slots position and how difficult it is. One of the things I love about you is you never really make business decisions. You're just like, I'm putting my nose in there. I'm trying to get the football. I'm trying to hit somebody. I'm trying to pop the ball out. But the spot in the slot, how much different? What is the difference between that and playing on the outside? And how much more of an athlete do you have to be in that slot spot?
I wouldn't say that because we got great athletes.
Yeah.
We got some of the premier athletes out there. So shout out to them. But they'd tell you that it's very hard to play slot. So, I mean, everybody would agree with me when I say, like, that's probably one of the hardest positions in the secondary because you got to go out there and hit like a linebacker, but you got to cover guys and, all of the space. So he can go left, he can go right. You don't have the sideline, as your friend. So, I mean, it's definitely a hard position. But, I mean, I take pride in it. I take pride in, taking on that challenge and bringing on the best slot guy they got and just playing some good ball. So, I mean, I'm excited for this year. I know I'm going to be doing a lot of different things. So, I'm excited to see what we do.
Mike talks a lot. He played baseball, and he talks a lot about Mahomes being a baseball player, shortstop, making these kind of wild throws. How much does your love for basketball help you play defense against guys knowing they're going to cut either way?
It's crazy because I started as like a receiver, so I knew like the movements and
route
stuff like
trees,
that, like a crossover, and just having that time clock in your head and knowing that he can't do that many moves, and just trying to seeing guys set up there where their heads are and stuff like that, trying to set up the crossover or getting off the line. It helped a lot. It definitely helped a lot. Sliding your feet. Just lateral quickness, it helps to try to match up those releases. So I definitely I give a lot of that to playing basketball.
You tell the kids out there then, hey, play all the sports.
Yeah, multi-sport athlete because a lot of those sports translate to different sports, and you can learn a lot from a lot of different techniques from playing multiple sports.
Can you still break out a smooth crossover dribble?
Absolutely,
anytime.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
That won't tell you. I dropped them.
Oh, no.
They didn't touch Earth.
Is that right?
That's the exclusive y'all got.
Okay, so if we interview him, sometimes it can be hard to break him out of his pattern of answers, and I understand why. Us media folks are the worst.
Some of my antics.
Okay.
Let's see if I
heard one of Jourdan Lewis's antics was dropping you on your ass when he crossed you over. Okay, all right, good. That's what I want to hear. Now, what made you, I don't know if you want to say come back or just stay with the Cowboys, what made you when you signed say, I need to be here or I want to be here?
I had a conversation with Zim, when I was about to sign back, I knew, like, he was like, we're going to do some different things. We're not just going to have you back there just covering, and, we're going to use you in multiple different ways. And, I just want to experience what that would be like. And
you going to be blitzing?
I'm gonna do different things.
Okay,
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna do different things.
I mean, is there anything you can kind of tell us that stands out?
It won't just be manned up on the slot all day.
Okay.
So we give the guys different looks, and it's definitely gonna be fun. To be in different positions on the field and just trying to mess with the quarterback and mess with the offense and trying to just disrupt any way I can. So I'm definitely excited about that.
Obviously, everybody knows that sports is a business, and I get that. And you talk about loyalty, and you're like, well, where's the team loyalty to me and with players and everything? But is there something about like sticking with the same team that makes it mean anymore, or is that just maybe not so much?
For me, I've always stuck with a team. I've always been, I never was a little league guy just traveling around or at different high schools. So I definitely take pride in staying in one place, and especially when we're trying to grow and do something. I mean, when you go for 12 games, you win 12 games in 3 years. I mean, you got to see what you can do next, because I feel like we can get to that next level. But it's definitely, we have all the ingredients here, especially on defense, to be really good. So I felt like, it's another opportunity, another challenge to see if we can take the Cowboys over the top.
With the Zimmer defense, and I know the other day he was talking about he's using disguising more than he's ever used it before. Yeah. How important is, and the orchestration of it all too, how important is disguising for quarterbacks now, considering how much access they have to information and all that?
I mean, it means a lot, man, because, right now it's about, like, being on time and having rhythm passing and stuff like that, because a lot of those routes, you got to be precise. So, if you can give guys different looks and make them, hold the ball a tick slower, it helps the defense, a tremendous bit. So if you can get the quarterback thinking or get him off his first look, that'll help the rush get home, and, we can get cover sacks or stuff like that. So it definitely helps to know that, the disguises, can help you and kind of protect you from, what offenses are trying to do and trying to attack you.
I know it's early in camp, but we've heard some buzz about Tyron Billy Johnson. What have you noticed from him out there?
Man, he's been doing that since last year. He's been doing that since he got here. So, I mean, everything is coming together for him. He's understanding the playbook more, when he can do, his different types of releases and when he can get open and stuff like that. So, I mean, he's doing a good job just, putting it all together, and I'm excited for him because I know we knew he could play. We knew he could play. It's just him understanding what they wanted from him on offense and getting the playbook down. So
I'm not saying you directly are responsible for this, but I'm hoping we can solve this problem today. Why does a defensive back run up and do the "no, you didn't catch it" sign when you know damn well that you had nothing to do with that? Like, it's a bad. I'm not just saying just you. I'm not saying just you, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's a bad throw, and you run up here like, "No,
it's a sigh of relief." Whew,
okay,
all right. It's just we got another down.
So you're not saying I broke it up. You're just like,
thank God,
nothing happened.
Because there are so many like little tiny things I'm sure you get annoyed by in football, but that's one of them when I was like. Not you, just in general. I was like, bro, you got cooked on that. Like, it's a bad throw that bailed you out.
It's another down. Let's see if we do it again. Thank God.
Okay.
We're safe. We're
like
safe.
that.
In baseball, we're
I love
safe.
that answer.
I will see it from that way from now on instead of the other way. Jourdan Lewis here on the K&C Masterpiece on 105.3 The Fan. Really, I'm really proud of you, man. Like, watching you grow on the field, but also, like, from your first interview, remember whenever you were here, I could hear your first interview to where you are right now. You got a lot of perspective, and I've always appreciated that about you.
Thank you.
How many minutes do you think Jason Tatum should get, though, on the Olympic team, or does he just need to stay over there?
I feel like if you are, an NBA champion, you should play a little bit. I feel like you should get on the floor just, out of respect.
Okay.
Just because I know I might not have been the MVP, but at least I won. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you think Steve Kerr knows that he can play all the players? Because in going into the second game, he said, we'll definitely play Tatum, probably Halliburton. I'm not sure who's going to sit. Do you think somebody just needs to give him a heads up, be like, you could play all of them if you want?
Yeah, I mean, it's a sport, bro. I mean, where guys are like the top of their game. Like, it's not like you picking from like the Charlotte Bobcats or nothing like that.
He knows. Hey, we got PJ. We're good.
I didn't say the Hornets. I said the Bobcats.
Oh yeah, the Bobcats. That's right.
The Bobcats. They gone. But I'm just like, bro, you got world talent. You know what I'm saying? So just see. Maybe let's see what Jason Tatum could do in the world. Let's give it a try.
Is it bad that I kind of want to see him not play because I'm still sad over the NBA
No, I definitely don't want him to play.
Okay.
But he's a world champion though.
He is. I know.
I get some silence. Like just give me some. I'm excited to see him not play. The way he did us.
That team, the way that the U.S. team right now, like is that a collection of the best talent you've seen? Like, where do you put that against our old 92? What was it, 92?
92,
You know, I saw it. You got to put it in perspective because a lot of guys, like, okay, the talent, this and that, they blew everybody out, but that world team in 92, they didn't play a lot of international talent that was in the NBA.
There were 6 players in the NBA that they faced.
Now there's
like
60. Yeah, 60. Yeah.
So it's like the world has, transformed, and it's more of a global sport to where it's like we got Luka Doncic, you know what I'm saying? We got Jokic. So like you can't compare the two. Like these guys are like MVPs, final MVPs, like all NBA guys that's in the world. Like Shea Alexander, like it got some guys in the world to where it's like it's kind of hard to compare the two. And for us to dominate Canada, I know it was an exhibition like that. It's impressive.
I had a group. I was like, they just keep rolling out NBA players in Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
They just did.
Are you obligated to also just mention Franz Wagner in every NBA conversation just so you can show some love?
I mean, he just got paid too, man.
He did. He did.
Yeah, so
he did.
He's a rising star.
Now, you said something, I think it was last week, that I was really intrigued by. I got to train my movements and do DB stuff. Can you give us any more information about what DB stuff encapsulates?
Just a lot of man-to-man work, just working on, my breaks at the top of the routes, speed turning and things like that I couldn't do last year. Because of my foot, I was just rehabbing it. So just being able to, work on those movements, being able to break at the break point, and, just have that muscle memory to go out here and do the same thing without even thinking about it. It helped me a lot. It's just some things that you just have to repeat, just have repetition at it, and I didn't have that, coming into last year.
Well, talking about that, not necessarily from a physical standpoint, how much easier does it make your life from a mental standpoint being away from the rehab and everything?
It means everything, man, because you don't have to worry about, just playing through pain. You can just go out there and just work on, your technique. You don't have to worry about different movements that hurt you, or, I got to plant like this if he does this and that. So it takes that, the mental, gymnastics out of it. I can just go out there and play my technique without having to worry about my foot, bothering me.
Okay, you said we a minute ago regarding the Mavs. I'm presuming there, and the Rangers recently won the World Series. They got to that level. You can see there seems to be a different mindset when you get playoff level.
Exactly.
Where do you think this team needs to develop or grow to get past? Hey, we were 12-5. Yeah. We had 12 wins this year, and you know what? We're on our way to an NFC Championship game.
We have to worry about what's in front of us. Worry about the moment. Don't worry about, everything. We love you guys, but we can't focus on.
We say a lot of crap. Yeah, we definitely do.
We can't focus on, what's up and coming and, how they feel about a different team, or, we're supposed to steamroll this team or such and such. We just have to go out there and play our technique, and we got to know that, we are the Dallas Cowboys. It's going to be some pressure like that, but we have to just lock in and worry about, what's on the field. So just staying in that moment, understanding that we have to play that down, and that team, they get paid too. So just understanding that we're going to get their best shot and go out there and just perform how we're supposed to perform. I feel like that's where we take the next step, just where our mental approach and, every game, not thinking that we're going to blow out every team, just going out there and, play by play, playing our best and executing.
Well, I know we would love to talk with you all day, but we don't want to cut into Coach McCarthy's time. We got in trouble with that with Sam. So we got to be careful about that. Thank you very, very much, and thank you again for signing our charity football. I appreciate it.